What if I told you every experience, action, and circumstance of your life are just reflections and reactions of your own thoughts? Things such as prosperity, happiness, and perfect health are all yours once you have understood the power of your subconscious mind. Let me introduce this subject by showing you this diagram. This is the difference between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind controls your emotions and feelings, habits, relationship patterns, and addictions, and so much more. No matter what, your subconscious mind is working 24/7. Your subconscious mind is far more powerful than your conscious mind. It has stored every thought, impression, experience, and action, and that's why it has such great influence over you. There are two types of people in this world. People who have magnetized their mind and people who have demagnetized their mind. People who are magnetized have emotions and feelings such as faith, while people who are demagnetized have thoughts of disbelief and fear. Opportunities will come, but demagnetized people will say things such as, I may fail. I might lose my money. People might laugh at me. This person is never going to succeed in life, as opposed to the magnetized person. But you may be wondering, how can I magnetize my mind? You must fill your conscious mind with health, peace, success, and harmony. One of the key laws about the subconscious mind is about how sensitive it is. It doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, and as we all know, imagination is powerful. It is not the thing believed in, but the belief in your own mind which will bring about a result. Something that's brought up multiple times in this book about your subconscious mind is that it is the world within, namely your thoughts, feelings, and imagery, that makes the world without. This means that the visions and thoughts in your mind can actually come to reality depending on how you have trained your mind. The outer actions will confirm with the inner, as within, so without. So, according to the images impressed on your subconscious mind, so it is on the objective screen of your life. The outside will be a mirror to the inside. External actions follow internal. If I haven't painted a good enough picture yet in your head about what the subconscious mind is, let me give you this example. The captain is the master of the ship, and whatever he says will get carried out by his crew. Likewise, your conscious mind is the master of the ship, and your subconscious mind is the crew. Your subconscious mind will take the orders given by the conscious mind or the captain and will act upon them. With that being said, whatever the conscious mind truly believes, the subconscious mind will accept and act upon. Think about this for a second. Whatever the conscious mind truly believes, the subconscious mind will act upon it. So now that I've painted a better picture, let me use a real life example. So there's this phrase that's super common. Everybody's probably said it at one point in their life. This phrase is, I cannot afford it. When you repeatedly say this, your subconscious mind is going to take you at your word for it and find ways to which you will not be able to ever afford it. So therefore, you're actually creating your own reality by saying and entertaining these phrases. And although you actually may not know, these thoughts and phrases are actually seeping into your subconscious mind and creating a toxic environment. Do not worry though, because I have an exercise for you guys to counter this. Whenever you're starting to think negatively, never finish that negative statement. Instead, reverse it immediately into a positive statement. You're not powerless to your subconscious mind. You actually can control it. Just like you can control your conscious mind and your conscious thoughts. Your conscious mind has the power to reject suggestions. Therefore, a suggestion has no power in and of itself except for what you give it. The same goes in regards to suggestions from other people. They have no power over you except if you mentally accept it and give power to it through your own thoughts. A man is what he thinks about all day long. The thoughts you habitually entertain in your mind have a tendency to actualize themselves in the physical reality. Emotion and the subconscious mind. This is one of the main topics mentioned throughout the book. Honestly, one of the most important. Ideas can be conveyed to the subconscious mind by mixing thoughts with faith, expectancy, and repetition. The subconscious mind cannot differentiate from a genuine statement and a joke. It takes you at your words. So knowing this, you gotta be wise with what you say. You also must speak to your subconscious mind with authority and conviction, and it will conform to your demand. Imagination and visualization greatly aid in thoughts seeping into your subconscious mind. However, you have to be careful about your core thoughts. Studies have shown that the most optimal way for thoughts to actually get into the subconscious mind is when you're in a sleepy or drowsy state. The reasoning behind this is because your thoughts face the least amount of resistance from your conscious mind. Thoughts can also easily be transmuted to your subconscious mind right when you wake up. So, you can either do it right before you're going to bed or right when you wake up. And I'll give you guys some examples of what you should be doing. What you decree and feel as true will come to pass. So only you have the choice of decreeing health, peace, and prosperity. If you accept these negative thoughts such as fear, anger, and jealousy, you have no one to blame but yourself. Emotions will follow your thoughts, and you have the power to reject whichever thoughts that may disturb or upset you. So now that we've gone over the emotions and how they relate to the subconscious mind, let's go into how to actually let thoughts be transmuted or seep into your subconscious mind, because it takes a lot of work, but the results are well worth it. The first thing is you have to imagine and feel the solution or end goal to your problems, like the thrill of accomplishing something. This is what your subconscious mind will act upon. And you can't just say something to your subconscious mind and think it's going to be solved like that. You actually have to try to solve the problem first consciously with your conscious mind before your subconscious mind can kind of pick up on it better and act upon it. So earlier we said you're going to need faith, expectancy, and repetition. Let's talk about faith. You should use it like a great expectancy or inner feeling or conviction that something miraculous is going to happen. Your words are only going to have power according to the feeling and faith behind them. Believe it or not, many diseases can actually be cured by the way in which you think. So the very first step is to still your mind by relaxing and letting go of all other thoughts, besides those are which desired. Now, let's talk about expectation. You should imagine the ending desired and feel its reality. Even if you just use faith and expectancy from what you've learned so far, you'll get definite results. When talking to or asking your subconscious mind something, you must ask, believing that you will receive. And if you create a mental picture and hold it closely in your mind, backed with faith, it will come to pass. When asking a question to your subconscious mind, there's already an answer, and you should be having that expectancy that that answer will come to you. Now that we've gone over the two core things that need to be done when transmuting thoughts into your subconscious mind, let me give you a newer version of what you should be doing. Let's say you want to get rid of a destructive habit. Assume a comfortable position, relax your body, and be still. Get into a sleepy state, and in that sleepy state, say a little lullaby over and over again. It can be something like this: I am completely free from this habit. Harmony and peace of mind reign supreme. As you're saying this, have some faith in what you're saying and expect it to actually happen. Here's another little story to help you get a better picture. If a father promises his son a car for graduation and the boy has not received it yet, he's still very thankful and happy. And he is as joyous as if he has already received the car. He knows his father will fulfill his promise, and now he's full of gratitude and joy, even though he has not yet received the car. He has, however, accepted the joy and thankfulness in his mind. This story expresses perfectly how you should be thinking when you're transmuting thoughts to your subconscious mind. So if you have a problem or ailment, simply picture yourself without that problem or ailment. Imagine the emotional and freedom state that is desired and feel it. Now, every time you do this, it's not going to work. And one of the major reasons why it won't work is because you indulge in fear thoughts right after you do these exercises. And finally, you should be expressing gratitude and appreciation, because the thankful heart is closest to the creative forces of the universe. Now let's get into mastering your fears. I've already expressed it multiple times in this video that negative thoughts such as fear can mess with your subconscious mind. You have to realize that most fears actually have no reality. Many things that you fear actually don't even exist at all, but merely by your thought process you make them real. You have to remember, the subconscious mind works on the positive thoughts and the negative thoughts that you feed it. So if you are constantly fearing, believing, and expecting bad things to happen, they'll actually come to pass. Now you might be like, yo, how can I counter this? Well, when a fear thought arises, immediately think of the desire that's opposite to that fear and focus your thoughts on that. You can also speak to your fear and state, I am going to master you, I can dominate you. It sounds cringe, cliche, but it works. So just say, I'm going to master you, I can dominate you. I know it's like weird, doesn't matter. And then another way that you can get rid of numerous fears at the same time is just do one thing that you're afraid to do. This is going to sound similar to something I said earlier, but it also works in this scenario. You should never mention your illnesses or your sicknesses, because usually the things that you fear and give attention to tend to take shape and become reality. The more known these things become, the more power they're going to have over you. Simply live in the joyous expectancy of the best, and the best will come to you. Now here are some laws about the subconscious mind that you probably should know. Every thought is a cause, and every condition is that cause's effect. Your subconscious mind will act on the positive as easily as it will on the negative, so you have to be cautious. What you habitually think in your conscious mind will become established deep in your subconscious mind. Think good and good will follow. Think evil and evil will follow. Your subconscious mind will only accept what you truly believe and feel to be true. These tangible things on earth, such as money, cars, houses, are not the real asset. Your real asset is your mind. That's where the real riches are. What we think and feel is what we will create. The feeling of health produces health. The feeling of wealth produces wealth, so on and so on. In this last section of our video, we're going to be talking about how to use the subconscious mind to build better relationships. If you start to entertain envious thoughts, the only one that it's destroying is yourself. It's going to place you into a negative position. If you want to kill this envy, you have to truly, truly wish great wealth and blessings upon others, especially those that you envy. As you would like men/women to think of you, think of them in that same manner. When you cheat and deceive others, you're actually only deceiving yourself. No matter how you think and feel about others, it's eventually going to come in return to you. So give out love and kindness to people, and it's going to come back to you. There's some times when you could be like, yo, fuck you. You know what I mean, but don't just be like that to everybody. Give out what you want to receive. It's a simple law. Simple thing to do. Simple law, simple thing to do, but it really works. When you have these hateful, envious, resentful thoughts, it's actually a mental poison for yourself, and it's just destroying you. So if anything, be selfish, because those thoughts are already selfish. Be even more selfish and get rid of those, because it's only hurting you. And once you change those thoughts, I'm sure you'll start to care more about others. And then finally, this is one of the most important things. Once a man has mastered himself, he knows that his own thoughts and feelings are going to create his own destiny. Now to conclude this video, I want to ask you a question. What is your idea or feeling of yourself right now? Every part of your being is expressing that idea. So whatever you just said, every part of your being, spiritual, mental, physical, it's all expressing that idea. Your vitality, body, financial status, friends, they all represent a reflection of that idea that you hold of yourself. If you train your conscious mind to keep busy with the expectation of your best, your subconscious mind will pick up on this. And then here's one of my favorite little quotes from the book. Act as though I am, and I will be. Engrave an image of where you want to be, and every hour, inspect and vividly see this image where it can be a goal. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.